It was the summer of 1885, July 5th to be exact, and on this day, Jack Robbins and Dallas the Duke, two of the most feared men, would unknowingly come face to face in the old west town known as Deadwood. Jack was in the saloon on that searing hot morning, and Dallas the Duke was nowhere to be seen. All the townsfolk were in for a surprise that day. Everybody from men, women, and children would witness the two men come face to face that nobody expected to happen. But in Deadwood, anything is possible.
Mr. Robbins, how nice of you to drop by on this fine morning.
Hey, whiskey, please.
Up early today, I see.
Something told me to come here, so I did.
Don't you have a son to be taken care of back at home, Mr. Robbins?
My boy is strong on his own, so don't you be worrying about that, Mr. Bar Guy. Now, pour me a whiskey. I'm thirsty.
Well, we all gotta look out for each other in these dark times, Mr. Robbins. Just like you gotta look out for your little boy. You don't want him ending up like...
Like what?
Somebody else.
And who would this somebody else be? Go on, say it.
Like your wife.
My wife? Oh, Mr. Bar Guy, you mention my dead wife again. I'll stick this revolver down your throat so the bullet can fly out of your ass. Like I said, I'm thirsty.
Apologies, Mr. Robbins. Forgive me.
For a bartender, I thought you know how to get along with people better than this.
You're right, Mr. Robbins. I stepped into uncharted territory with that one.
Bringing up my dead wife like that. You know who you're even talking to?
Yes, I do. Jack Robbins, the second most feared man in all of Deadwood.
The second most feared. Boy, you must be drinking too much of this whiskey. I'm Jack Robbins. Do I need to spell that out for you?
Then it must be the whole town who's drunk too. Everybody says that Jack Robbins is the second most feared man in all of Deadwood.
Oh yeah? Well, I can't imagine somebody other than me being number one.
Well, what about Dallas the Duke? Did he just say? I think he did.
I'm gonna need another glass.
Well, if my eyes don't deceive me, that must be Jack Robbins. Am I right?
Oh my lord. It's Dallas the Duke's wife. What is she doing here?
Windy Duke?
Nice morning we're having, wouldn't you say, barkeep?
Yes, ma'am. It is a nice morning.
If sweating my balls off is nice, then yeah, I guess it's pretty nice.
Aren't you funny? You mind if I join you?
I ain't your daddy. Go ahead.
You know, I'm glad that I found you here, Mr. Robbins.
Why? What do you want from me?
I'm sorry to interrupt your nice morning, but I was feeling pretty lonely at home, and I thought to myself, I would really enjoy some company right about now.
And why is that? Where's your dog husband at?
Mr. Robbins.
Hey, you serve drinks and nothing more. Shut your mouth, Mr. Bar Guy.
Well, I don't know where he is, but to be quite honest with you, Mr. Robbins, I don't really care that much.
Me neither.
So, we have something in common then.
I suppose we do.
You know, Mr. Robbins, they say you're the most feared man in Deadwood.
Second most feared.
Well, that don't matter, because I'll tell you something better.
And what would that be?
You're the sexiest man in Deadwood.
Oh my lord.
Excuse me?
You wouldn't mind if I...
What?
Ugh, I cannot resist.
Get him, Tiger.
Whoa, Mrs. Duke. What are you doing?
Mind my manners, Mr. Robbins. I wasn't thinking straight. Let me make it up to you. That glass is on me. Drink up.
Mr. Robbins, you know who that is, right?
Yep, I do. She's a pretty little lady who just kissed my cheek.
Can I get a moment with you, Mr. Robbins?
Can you excuse me for a second, ma'am?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Mr. Robbins, that is Dallas the Duke's wife, damn it. He's gonna kill you for this. Mark my words.
Hey, I would back off if I were you. You know who I am? I am...
Yes, Jack Robbins, the second most feared man in all of Deadwood. I know that. But even God himself would have to hide from Dallas the Duke.
Oh, hey now. She kissed me, bar boy. Hello, sweet stuff.
Mr. Robbins.
Call me Jack.
Well, alrighty then.
Wendy! There you are.
Dallas, what are you doing here?
What are you doing at the saloon? I didn't say you could wander around on your own. Get your ass back on that horse and get out of here. Go on home.
Well, maybe I needed some company was all. You're never home, Dallas. A woman has needs.
Company? From who exactly?
Well, from Jack Robbins, of course.
What did you say?
You heard her correctly, Dallas. She said Jack Robbins.
I got myself a real man now. A man who'll take good care of me and maybe even put a shiny ring around my finger.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Wendy, moving a bit too fast there, aren't you?
You're drinking too much of this.
Hey, my drink.
You're either drunk or mad as a cow, woman.
I'm drunk, all right. Drunk with love for Jack Robbins. I've had my eye on him for quite some time now, and what I want, I get.
Jack Robbins. I thought I killed you.
No, that was my wife you killed.
Wait just a minute. Dallas was the one who killed Jack's wife?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I can't tell you apart from that weak little woman like Bonnie Robbins. How long ago was that, you reckon?
1 year to the day, to be exact. July 5th, 1884.
Well then, perfect timing to bury you 6 feet under. I suppose you could call it fate or destiny, but whatever it is, death is on the menu for you, Robbins.
Well, hey, you killed my wife, I take yours.
You shut your mouth or I'll put a bullet in your face.
Not so fast. There's only one way we settle things around here, Dukester, and that's...
Don't you dare call me that. The name is Dallas the Duke, and I am the most feared man
in all of Deadwood, yeah. I got it. Like I said, there's only one way to settle this.
Jack, you don't mean...
A good, old-fashioned showdown.
Heh. I thought you wanted a challenge, Robbins. Just give me the date and time, and I'll be there to send you to hell where your wife is.
I'm pretty thirsty. So, Mr. Barguy, there better be some whiskey on that counter. I'm thinking tomorrow at noon. I'll give you some time to say your goodbyes to your family and friends.
Your own, Robbins. And in the event that you don't show up, I'll hunt you down like the dog you are. And Wendy, my sweet Wendy, you'll pay for betraying me. Mark my words. You better watch your step, missy.
Oh, just go away, Dallas. You'll never be half the man Jack is.
Jack, you're a dead man. A dead man. You steal my woman, and now you want to go head-to-head with me? I guess I'll be your boy's new daddy.
To be fair, I didn't steal your woman. She wanted me. And now, I'm keeping her for my own.
You're a dead man walking. That's what you are, Robbins. Get out of my way.
Woman, what on earth did you just get Jack Robbins into?
Yeah, you got him into some serious trouble.
He's right. You might have just sent Mr. Robbins to an early grave just by showing up here, little lady.
Jack, best stay away from Miss Wendy if you don't want to die.
Oh, but I didn't mean to cause a fuss. Maybe it was silly of me to come here. What do you think, Jack?
No, Wendy. Ignore him. Go back to your drinks, boys.
Maybe I shouldn't have talked to you, and kissing you was very disrespectful of me. Ugh, I'm such a dummy, aren't I?
The cutest dummy I ever did see, Miss Wendy.
Oh, shucks.
Wendy, tomorrow, the most feared man in Deadwood will be no longer. Are you prepared to lose your husband?
He's an awful man. You have no idea. I want him dead, Jack. Dead. I want to hang him until he has to gasp for air and see him struggle with his face losing color as the life leaves his body.
This girl is batshit crazy.
No. She's perfect.
Oh, Jack.
They say every dog has its day, and this day brought Jack a lovely little lady, but potentially death in the future to come. Tune in next time, folks, to see how all of this unravels. But remember, watch your back out there in Deadwood and sleep with one eye open. So long and good night.